The good news is that those are all working, which is they should be doing, like usual, like normal.
Yes.
We're back. So I haven't beaten Resident Evil Requiem. I've put literally an hour in, so no spoilers about
No,
that.
no. When we're in this situation, I don't speak until you tell me where
Okay.
you're at.
Yeah.
Like, then I know what I can talk about.
And I know exactly who viewed my video on YouTube once. It was Rock Girl. She made 4 comments. Very nice. Saw the whole video. I saw that. 45 minutes of view duration. Awesome. Thank you for that. But yeah, I need to go back and keep playing because it's fun. It's real fun.
It's really fun. It's
I'm terrified as hell when I'm playing as Grace, but yeah. Anyway, I also got Marathon. Guess what?
Is this a game you have to pay money to play?
Yes. It's $40. It's like Arc Raiders. It's like Escape from Tarkov. It's like every single extraction shooter there is.
Okay, I was just curious.
But guess what? There isn't. There's no buy this premium battle pass to get this gun unlocked. No, it's literally like all the things you can pay money for, cosmetics. Now, granted, they're not fairly priced, but I don't give a shit about how my character looks because, like, all right, let's just look at what is in the store. Yeah, it is. You know, it's gonna be easier if we just look at the shells. Actually, yeah, customize. So, I don't care how any of these look. They're just color patterns. They're just color swaps.
Yeah. Holy crap. Hold on. Before I say anything, show me the next shell. Do this thing for the next shell then.
Which shell?
Doesn't matter. Just pick another one.
Vandal.
They're selling these?
Yeah.
They're selling
They're
these
selling
things.
these. Yeah, they're color swaps.
They're just color swaps.
They're just color swaps. I don't care. I gave him $40. I'm going to enjoy the game.
Yeah, nobody should pay for a color swap.
You can also get color swaps for, like, your guns.
Also, why are you paying for a color swap?
Because what else would you put in your microtransaction shop?
Actual skins? Stuff that alters what the actual
Again,
shape of the
this
character
is season
is?
1. This is just stuff that launched with the game. So color swaps on season 1 stuff, or season 0 technically, not that bad. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Though.
It's to be expected. Like, name me a live service game that didn't do the exact same thing of color swaps on season 0. Because they either went without a season 0 of anything in their cash shop, or they did color swaps.
No, it's like I'm trying to think because I don't play a whole lot of these, but I have played.
Oh, you've played them.
No, I'm saying I've played enough to know.
You've touched Marvel Rivals. What did they put in their cash?
I'm thinking, yeah, Marvel Rivals. No,
Marvel Rivals is in this. Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm gonna go back to just
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Overwatch season 0. They did color swaps.
They did color swaps, but they did have fancy skins
in season 1.
I'm pretty sure
after launch, they added skins.
They had fancy skins with the launch of the game. I can look it up if you want me to. It was season 0's fancy skins. I just know there was color swaps on everything. Yes,
yeah,
they were dirt cheap with the currency you got from just playing the game. Sure, but I'm fairly certain they had fancy ass skins.
Again, I am expecting fancy ass skins to come later. But right now, it's just like, whatever.
No, I know it doesn't matter if you're just not... If you specifically are not paying for the color swaps, it's just looking at this thing.
I like this.
Pay for money.
I like this better than Fortnite's Battle Pass, than Call of Duty's Battle Pass. I've participated in Call of Duty's Battle Pass. It's okay. It's nothing. This just feels like they're... Like, it's Bungie. They never have a great Battle Pass. Like, even with Destiny, they never got an idea of how to do a decent Battle Pass. But playing this, it's fun. It has a nice loop. Right now, I'm getting my ass handed to me as I'm dying over and over again in Perimeter. I can go to Dire Marsh, but that just seems like a bad idea to me because I'm trying to do shit in Perimeter. And I keep getting this free kit because I just lost mine in to the fucking feds.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be like Arc Raiders, the feds are the robots?
Not really.
Trying to understand the lingo of this
All right,
thing.
I'm just calling them feds. They're the UESE, or United Earth
PvE or PvP, or what are you talking about? That's what I'm trying to
PvP.
figure out.
I'm fighting the robots. Every single human person that I found has been shoot on sight. Like,
Okay.
they have shot me and I've died because I'm bad at these games.
I see. Did you play Arc Raiders?
I have not played Arc Raiders. I did not touch Arc Raiders. I kept thinking maybe I should get into Arc Raiders. I have not touched Arc Raiders.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember of any other extraction shooters that you talked about to me. It's like, man,
I've touched Gray Zone Warfare. I've touched.
I just love
Escape from
extraction.
Tarkov. But like it feels like I'm playing a Bungie game.
Bungie knows how to make an FPS.
No. Here's the thing: in their first beta that went out, like their first alpha that went out, that everyone tried, it was super negative. It was like, this does not feel good. Like you've lost the sauce. And in the other closed beta where they did, all right, so I am here. Oh, thank God! I am trying to get somewhere in columns for a infested house to find an ID card.
Why would you ping the columns? Now everybody knows you're going to the columns.
Fuck you. I do know
Your gunfire.
those. Son of a bitch.
Run completed. Yeah, it's like,
That's how extraction shooters go.
no, I know. I've played a couple. I've seen a couple. I just can't get behind the loop.
Arc Raiders is unique in that everyone is like aggressively friendly.
Oh, not when I was playing it. They were not. No, they saw me and did that.
Yeah.
They saw me peek out. I had my hands up and they still shot me. And I was like, cool, that's great.
This game is easier with a crew.
No, yeah.
And I've tried in, because I did the server slam where I was not sold on this game to buy it until I tried the server slam. I played for a full day on that server slam. I was like, I'm sold.
Okay.
I'm sold. Now, granted, they reset everyone's wipe, so it was like, hey, you're not bringing any progression. I was like, that's fine. But it's like, they sold me on that server slam.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's cool.
Otherwise, this screams like a game like, yeah, I'll probably pick that up when it comes free on PlayStation Plus before they kill it in 2 months.
Yeah.
Which, did you hear about High Guard?
I was about to say, we could do some chatting while you're going through all these loading screens. For how long was that? 20 seconds of running and shooting, and then two minutes or 5 minutes?
That was like maybe a minute.
Okay, so you could just jump right into it. I thought you were loading
No.
all the way back.
This is not like Escape from Tarkov where you're sitting in a queue for like an hour and a half at light.
No, like Arc Raiders, you got to go back because you can, set up your builds or what have you. You don't just jump right back into it if you die. No, you have to go back. What was I gonna say? I think it was last time I was here. I was saying, man, I kind of feel bad for the people who did High Guard or whatever. And then like more, I hear about more shiz about it, and I was like, I'm feeling a little less bad about them. Only a little. I'm feeling less. I'm still feeling bad, but I'm feeling less bad for them now. For the shit they had to deal with. But it's like, what was it? Concord was 2 weeks. High Guard was 45 days.
Concord was a month.
30 days? I thought it was 2 weeks. Everybody was always talking
2
about
weeks.
it. Yeah, everybody said it was 14 days.
Yeah.
High Guard got to 45 or something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy part is they're still putting out one more update, even though they're only going to be live.
Honestly, Concord at least had the balls to say, pay us money. This is the only infested building that I can find on the columns area. And the only door to it is fucking closed. And I can't open it. It's annoying the shit out of me. And I go up to the roof, and there's no roof access that I can fucking find.
Try the other side of the building.
stab me, you bastard. Oh, he's a fucking PC player, but of course.
But
yeah, at least Concord had the balls to say, "Pay us money for this." Granted, they gave it all back.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't they give it back?
Yes.
Highguard, it's like I wonder if they're gonna give the money for the cosmetics shiz back.
Oh,
That's
that's
crazy.
Tencent's recouping whatever they can.
I know. I'm sure they. I'm sure they are. It's just. I think it's absolutely nutty that they're like, "Hey, yo, yeah, no, we're gonna." It's still alive for like another 7 days, like till the 12th. But they're still like, "Yeah, we're about to drop the last update, which includes a new hero, by the way."
It's not gonna save it.
No, I know it. It's the doors are already closing.
Like, even if the doors weren't closing, a new hero is not going to save it.
Yeah.
Now, after learning that they gave the job of, hey, you have to one person on the entire team, they gave the job of, you have to make all the art for it, and you have to give us the list of every single hero there is.
Yep.
On top of making the entire battle pass yourself.
Yep.
It's like, that's too much for one person.
That's why you outsourced it, apparently. You had a bunch of people overseas take care of a lot of stuff. That's why it looks very...
I didn't hear about them outsourcing anything. That is news to me.
Yeah, no, I feel free to fact check it, but I heard that's why it looks very bland, because it was just people overseas just doing what they thought was the thing.
I like playing Vandal because her stuff is she power slides really fucking far.
I see.
And she has a double jump.
Okay, double jump's good.
But like, I don't know what her prime ability is. Overcharges your movement systems, reducing the heat. Okay, that
increases like normal movement speed.
Then transferring your arm into a cannon, fire a high ion. Okay.
Pushes enemies.
It's not cool.
Or overcharge it.
But like you, all right. So there's
all systems operational. Queuing for loadout.
Triage.
Run,
like
patch,
if I was playing with people, like field medic, like yeah, someone run triage. Then there's like this guy. I've seen this guy. He literally turns invisible and he just like hacks other units. He's cool. But then if you don't want to do anything, you just be like, yo, just give me a random weapon. Not because you get these things, which is free kits that
Today's sponsors.
Yeah, so they give you a weapon and some other stuff. You can buy them and they'll give you random stuff like that, or you can buy them and then they'll give you specific things like that you can see, but those cost money. Or you get the free kit, which is very bare bones, basic. That's what we've been running. Unfortunately, today's free kit is a light LMG, which I fucking hate. Or you can bring, like, you played Extraction.
I played Arc Raiders. So
yeah. So you can either get the free kit or you can run your own stuff. But then if you die, of course, you'll lose all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or you can play
I
Rook, which is this shell, which just gives you like random weapons. You have no special abilities. Just go in. It's the scav system from Tarkov. But as you play Rook, you can't queue up with anyone else, and you can't do any mission progression. So you're literally just playing Rogues like, I just want to play with a different gun. I just want to go in. It's no holds barred. So basically, if you see a Rook out in the field, shoot on sight, no matter what. I don't care if they start screaming at you like, no, man, I didn't. That person will stab you in the back as soon as you get to exfil.
Yeah, no, I played Arc Raiders when it was doing its let's test everything, whatever thing.
Did you try that with a buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard Arc Raiders is fun if you have a crew.
Any of these things is fun if you have a crew. But I did try it a little bit more, and I was like, okay, this is going to cost me money to get in here. Let me understand if I actually would like to play this when I don't have somebody to play with, because I'm not always going to have somebody to play with. So I tried playing it by myself, and it was like I had a string of like 5 runs, where it's like I sort of had stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. I feel pretty good. And it was like I had a stretch of like one run where I did really good. I got a bunch of stuff. I figured out a basic gun I could make that I just really liked. Mm-hmm. And then it was like I got a bunch of those kits to get stuff. And then 5 matches in a row, I go in and I just die immediately.
Yeah.
And then I lose everything that I bring with. So I had nothing left except for the starter kit. And I was like, you know what? People gonna tell me get good? I'm like, okay, cool. There's a lot of other games that I can just play right now that are more fun than this. So. My friend was like, dude, Arc Raiders is coming out. I was like, I cannot pay $40 to play with you once every 2 weeks. I'm not paying $40 for that.
Right. These are the UESC that I am calling feds. They're robots.
Okay. Yeah, no, this just looks like
Oh shit.
yeah, this just looks like weird robot version of Arc Raiders. And there's robots in Arc Raiders. So not like ye old clankers. This looks like futuristic kind of Bungie style robots that you gotta deal with.
So these guys are UESC. They're we're gonna do so much.
Pretty heavy, huh?
Nope. Reload stuff. Healing takes forever. It takes a while for that animation to play out, and then it heals over time.
So far, no players. So we're good on that front.
What is this? What does that do?
UESC signal.
Your disguise? Okay.
Oh, I guess I I did realize that.
Yeah, it's a disguise.exe, but it did not do a good job conveying that. The symbol, it's like, okay, if we were closer to these guys you call feds and I recognized that symbol, I would have said, yeah, that's what that symbol is. But it kind of just looks like a red thing on their face, so I didn't know.
They're basically the Earth Collective. That was Claymore. I think that was a Claymore.
I think I was just shut the door.
No, it's not Claymore. It's heavy rounds. The Earth Collective sent a big ass colony ship to a different solar system to because Earth is kind of tapped out. This is the far-flung future. That ship got off course and reappeared 400 years later, and everyone was dead or missing or insane. Kind of like Event Horizon.
Ghost ship.
Very much Ghost ship.
Hey, it's Rock
So-
Girl.
They've sent people back there, but they're saying, hey, once they got here, they're saying like, oh, yo, those colony guys, they actually did some stuff while we were here. That means it's ours. And of course, everyone else, every other mega corporation in the solar system said, yo, fuck that noise.
We did it. It's ours.
Well, no, they're saying fuck that noise. You don't have any jurisdiction there. Your jurisdiction is Earth. We're talking like, where the fuck am I?
I think it's the red X.
No, that's priority hostile. I have no idea where I am.
Wow. Very excellent
All right, hold
map.
on. I'm on North Relay, so I'm up here somewhere.
Yep. Careful. You're out in the open. Haven't seen you in a while, Rock Girl. How you been? You missed the last couple streams that I was here. That was a terrible slide.
No, compared to Vandal, everyone else has a terrible slide.
No, I know, but you didn't even go like a foot.
Yeah.
Kevin, you need to chill, alright? Scrape up my pants, then I'm gonna have to add the pants to the drink budget, alright?
Shit, I have 5 minutes until I gotta extract.
Been fine. Did a lot of yard work the past couple days, so a bit wiped.
Guarded exfil, I don't want to do that.
Been there. My dad was doing the yard work earlier before
Just
the
in time to
rain
lose an
started.
hour tonight, smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat.
Oh yeah, it's daylight savings tomorrow, right?
Is it on the other side of the wall?
I'm thankful I don't gotta wake up stupid early whenever the
Ah.
is happening.
Fucking kicks.
Yep. So really it's already 9:30, not 8:30.
Dang.
And I'm out of shotgun ammo. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay, there's just a bunch of hives in here. Yep.
Gotta run now. Gotta run now. Yes, Riley.
So Jeff Gerstmann was talking about this game, and I think I agree with him. This game is more horror game than Resident Evil Requiem.
You know what's probably also getting you caught is if your mic's on.
I know.
probably hear it. It's one of those kind of extraction shooters. There you go.
Yeah, but these people don't give a shit if... No. Mics are disabled if you're...
No, but like when you were playing as the other character.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you haven't got caught at all. If it's disabled, then maybe that's why you
Atmosphere
haven't got
doesn't seem
caught.
very
No, wait.
horror.
No, wait. No, you can see... Yeah, my mic is hot, actually.
No, I see it happening over there. See?
Where?
Down there in the bottom left.
Oh, bottom left. I didn't even
Yeah,
notice that.
That's what I was looking at. I was like, you keep talking. That's how they're going to find you.
I don't... It's fine. They can find me.
Anyway, so tell me about this horror.
So with how limited ammo you have in this, it truly feels more horror game than Resident Evil, which is hilarious.
You can... We talked about it last time we were playing the Silent Hill 2 remake. It's like the modern horror games have that
Wait,
option.
Wait, who's that? That's not... Oh, this is a trap.
Probably is. Matter transfer.
Oh, so you're immortal in this game because they've done the whole digitized consciousness. But every time you die, you're of course having to copy, and you know enough about computers that if you copy the same program 100 times, it's not always guaranteed to be the same. And the bigger the program, the more chance of it.
Immortal until the server
Meaning.
goes down.
Exactly. So when you die 1 billion times, yeah, maybe you're not gonna all be there and you have cognitive dissonance.
Ship of pieces.
I slept so Let me in!
Stay up. Okay. Stay low. Stay low. More hitbox.
Bitches!
Immediately snipered. No, like modern horror games, they could do that thing where they just go, oh, handgun ammo drops here. Oh, you have a crap ton of ammo? That's cool. Here's 2 bullets. Or you have no ammo. Here's 12 bullets. Mm-hmm. That happened a couple times where I was just like, I was running low on ammo because everything wanted to kill me and it was messing up every fucking encounter in Requiem. And I was like, break open one box. It's like, here's 12 handgun bullets.
You know that they have the adaptive ammo or the smart ammo allocation system in Requiem when you play as Leon. That enemies will drop the ammo that you need, kind of like they did in Resident Evil 4. In Grace, though, it's just like scrounge, motherfucker.
Blood. That's what you need.
I haven't gone to that point.
Blood. It's very important. It's a very fun game.
I do like this in terms of other extraction shooters. I do like this in that they give you a complete breakdown of what was in your inventory when you went in. So like the stuff that you sold, you can just highlight everything. It's like, yo, this stuff that you're picking up, you're buying that for cash. That is cash in your bag.
One could argue blood is pretty important IRL.
It's true. Very true.
Yeah, this is like, yes,
Seems like a game.
I die very fast, but compared to other extraction shooters, where it's like you gotta queue up, you gotta wait, and then you got 5 minutes of downtime for you to live for 90 seconds. There is not that distance there. It is load in, bam, you're there. Not like 30 to 90 seconds, you're back in a match.
Yeah, and I think part of that could just be alleviated if you played it on PC and had a snappy enough PC. It would just load faster. But no, I get you.
It's not. So the best one that I can relate this to is Escape from Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov, you will hit Q for match, and then the game will just sit there looking for a server. It has nothing to do with your PC. You are fully loaded. It doesn't matter if you are running a 5090 or a 2060. It will just load in, and then it will just sit there as it just populates and looks for a server that it wants to put you in. And people when it gets real popular, it's like, no, you have a problem with like 100,000 people playing your game, and you're gonna have to wait in line. It's like when Battlefield 6 first came in. Instead of having the upgrade servers that can handle all these millions of people. It's like, nah, you just gotta wait.
Yeah, no, Tarkov is pretty fast, but like if you had a fast computer, it would just load faster. Because even if it gets to the point where it's like, no, because it still has to set up the map and stuff like that. But no, it's still, there was enough people playing that it just loaded pretty fast. But it's just one of those things where it's like I never played games that were like
The only
this. I don't know. I don't even know if I would say, oh, I don't have the like attention span or something like that, or whatever it is that gets people hooked on these things. I just I never played the games that get me hooked on these kinds of things. You know, I'd rather sit down and play a Mario game and just do that. You know what I mean?
I am typically the same way. I do not enjoy playing a lot of multiplayer games. There are a few that hook me. I feel like this is hooking me because it's not in your face, like you have to play with people. Like playing Call of Duty online and playing Battlefield online is like, I'm good for a while with those, but after a while I'm like, if I'm playing a team game, if I'm playing like Apex Legends or a Battle Royale game where you have to team up like Apex Legends, if it doesn't have a solo mode, I'm like, I don't want to ruin other people's nights even though they're ruining my night. Kevin, go lay down.
Go chill on your bed. Is it still over there?
Yes, over here. Go place.
Go chill on your bed, right?
All right, we'll try muting the microphone. See if that makes any difference.
It's found immediately.
I don't know what's up with the video stuff. It's not working right now.
Do not remain planetside for extended periods.
Okay, so I am still trying to get to infested buildings in columns, but this is the only place that says columns. And there's one building.
I think you're right there. A1.
I'm right here.
I guess the randomized bot doesn't have a locator.
I guess.
Doritos chip, Doritos chip, Doritos chip, nom nom.
I also found so you know how they've set up AI voices.
Yeah.
There is now a branch of the Hugging Face AI voice system. So typically if you want to do an AI voice, you have to pay for your time through 11 Labs or whatever, or Amazon's Azure stuff. And that's how big streamers get their AI voices.
I think I already mentioned it.
Hugging Face made an open source version of that is free. And up until a while ago, it was you could train your model locally on your PC to run. Oh. There. There are the feds.
Robots. Stay low.
Probably saw me. Oh, he cloaked.
Yeah, he didn't see you. He's too busy getting fed.
Motherfucker.
I'm in danger.
Yo, bitch!
Nice.
Oh my god, I'm getting fucked up by the feds.
HP.
It's feds or Unix. Alright, HP in.
Did you guys hear the reward?
No. That's why that's why I did it for you. Because you spent the money, so you know, I did it for free.
All my rewards are fucked up. I think I need updates. He's probably mad that I uncloaked him in the middle of the feds. No, he's running.
Okay. Still got blood parasites.
Tick.
So what's the red bar down there? Is that your shield or
That's
something?
your heat. If you're sprinting, you melee.
No, bottom left.
So the red bar that's flashing, that is my my shield,
Okay.
and the gray bar below that is my health.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring.
Oh, he's here.
Oh,
Fuck.
the feds! Oh!
Fuck.
Well, good news for you is that you snuck up on a guy with the mic muted. He didn't hear you sneak up on him.
Yeah, he still shot the fuck out of me.
after he saw you.
Yeah. Drooly T.
Anyway, so you were talking about open source hugging emoji or something?
Yeah, so for a while, they it was kind of meant to be a thing where it's going to take a while for it to do the things, and you basically load in your trained AI voice, and you can do multiple voices at once. What they were describing it as, like, you can do a podcast with AI voices. It was like, I'm just thinking, like, if you're making a podcast, why? But then it's like, okay, of course, it's the internet. Of course, everyone's going to do that. But it was like, have multiple voices, up to like 4 voices, talk from a script that you write, and then they do that realistically. There's now a branch where it's real time. So if I can figure out how to get it installed and working, I might be able to get Rock Girl, Erina, and Manaka off of Microsoft Sam voices and into AI voices for free.
Yeah.
Because like hell, I'm gonna pay for it.
Yeah. Sounds like a little project, sure.
The problem is I don't know how to set up a Python environment.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean Python environment? Just trying to make a Python program?
No, it's download a program and then hit start. I'm like, how do I run this Python code?
Oh, you just do Visual Studio.
The Microsoft voices are disturbing enough to be amusing.
Yeah, but I want better voices.
Yeah, this is the guy who's got this whole setup that he said to me the other day was specifically to make sure the audio is crisp, clean, and it pops.
Audio is crisp.
I am saying, let me finish my sentence, Snarf. I am not surprised that you were like, no, I want good AI voices. Like, I'm not surprised at all. I am the opposite of shocked. I was expecting that. That's what that means. If I'm not shocked, it means I'm expecting.
Rock Girl, if you want to stick to the Sappy 5 Microsoft Sam voice, I'll let you do that.
Yeah, just get it set up and then figure out who wants it.
But if I just dangle in front of Erina, like, you could sound like whatever Genshin
WTF
character
was on the
you
screen
want.
just now.
It's some weird ass.
That's the visual style of this game.
It looks. I wouldn't even say it's like Blade Runner, but it's like I've seen that kind of style of like
So
old movie.
A really good way that I've heard this described is it's techno mold.
Yeah,
It's
it does look
organic
like a mold.
enough, but it feels like it's
AI
like
generated or something?
CRT kind of like the original Alien kind of like CRT kind of glitching stuff, and it's vibrant, but there's also enough goo around you. I was like, oh,
Going back to Erina though, yeah, no, just make her sound like Kokomi and she'll probably be fine.
Termination is a reboot.
She would be most pleased.
colors over there. All right, just fuck the columns. I'm gonna have to figure out what they want me to do, because that building is the only building, and it's not working. So let's go to the North Relay.
Okay. But yeah, no, if you just got Python code, you just gotta, you gotta look up what they want, but if it's a Python program and you're like, how do I run it? At the bare minimum, you just download Visual Studio, pull it up in that, and it'll just be all the code. And with all the code there, you just in Visual Studio be like, hey, run this.
Okay.
But I'm like, if it's a thing you're supposed to run, like I feel like there should be an executable somewhere. But if not, like I said, you pull up the code in that thing, and as long as it's set up to run, Visual Studio would be like, hey, can you just do a test run and run this for me? And then you figure out from there.
Okay.
Other than that, though, gotta say, no spoilers. Requiem's pretty damn good.
I've heard it's shorter. Like you can I've heard a speed run of that game is like 3-4 hours.
The speedrun challenge is 4 hours.
Okay.
I'm at 3 hours, 15 minutes. I'm on the last section of it. I don't know if I'm going to make it. But I have to just, like, really fucking ignore things. It's really weird doing a speedrun. I've never done a speedrun in Resident Evil. But I'm trying to do it. I think the speedrun that I've heard, world speedrun, is, like, under 2 hours.
Okay.
I think it's like an hour and 15 or an hour and 30 is the speedrun record. And it's like, you got to know what you're doing. I've seen some people who are like, they're doing the speedrun of the Grace sections, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know you could do that as Grace.
I've heard that if you know what to do, you can ignore major parts of the game.
Like I said, I was just doing that earlier, the section with the hospital and stuff like that, I was like, I had to pick and choose, be like, no, that's ammo. I just need key stuff, and I'm gonna try to figure this out.
Pause to that.
Self-revive.
Ooh. Get down and just go, ugh.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
Somebody's here.
like. Beds.
But, like I was, oh, that's got a lot of grenades. Yep, you need to not get hit by those grenades. I was telling some other people that I already finished it. Again, no spoilers, so don't worry. I was worried that the whole Grace Leon thing wasn't going to work. It works a lot better than I thought it was going to work. It's not perfect, but I was like, I played a lot of games where like, let's keep bouncing the perspective, and it's like, it's just ass. It's too disconnected to feel good. But this, it's like, I play this and I'm like, you guys actually did a pretty damn good job here, Capcom. I'm surprised. I keep forgetting they'd like to do the whole dual protagonist things for Resident Evil things, and I was like, this is actually kind of the best dual protagonist thing, because it's so different instead of the same thing, but you're on the other side of the RPD or whatever.
So did you also hear that they are actually planning on remastering or like remaking Resident Evil 1?
I saw that earlier, and when I saw that, I just kind of smiled when I looked at it. I was like, oh, Snarf is going to be so happy with this one.
Oh yeah.
And the best part about it,
I
chat,
haven't made an LP of Resident Evil 1. We just streamed that.
I was like, you know, the best part about it, chat, is that he just played the remake of it. So he's going to play the remake of the remake. Oh, it's going to be so freaking funny. Leon is still a goddamn superhero for some freaking reason, though.
Oh yeah, no,
I love him. He's great.
He's a monster. All the memes of like Grace is running away from the zombies are running away from Leon. Makes sense after playing it for a little bit. Mother, fuck, I thought I did.
Nope. They're fighting. It's feds or it's a dude. One of them.
No, it's a Fed. I thought I got behind cover before he saw me.
So you said you played it for an hour. Does that mean you got through the hotel sequence with Grace?
I was wandering around in the dark as Grace, and then something really big started hunting me.
Okay, you're in the
and
hospital.
Then Leon killed it.
Okay, yeah.
And then Leon, I played as Leon for a bit. Leon found the
20 minutes
doctor,
remain.
and the doctor knocked him out and did something.
Okay. So now you're in the hospital as Grace. Okay.
Yes.
I love the meme. Everybody keeps bringing it up. So I was like, okay, so this wasn't just me hyper fixating on something really small.
Oh, this guy has super sprint.
Okay, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, he's moving. He's booking it.
Oh well, my heat just went straight up.
Yeah.
I do like it that if it's raining outside and you're staying outside, your heat just goes down faster.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good thing. Everybody else keeps making memes about it, where it's like that very first interaction when like the gate goes down and Leon's like, "Oh, you need something to defend yourself," so he hands her the Requiem. I saw a Carbot do an animation for it. It's like, "Oh, it looks like you need a gun," so he opens the chamber, dumps out all 6 bullets, puts 1 bullet in, and goes, "Here you go, Grace." Yeah. I was like, Leon, just give her a full chamber.
I have
full
heard,
6 rounds.
I have heard that the regular gun is less for taking care of zombies as Grace and more for just staggering them and getting out of the way and just moving past them.
So,
and that is like Resident Evil 1, where if you kill a zombie, they will get up later. If you don't fully kill them.
So in the original game that I made you play, I forgot about it. Crimson Heads were actually on a timer. The second you killed them, if you didn't burn them, it starts like a 10-minute in-game timer, and then that's when they'll come back as Crimson Heads. This one, it's random. It's random every time you try to come past them again. If you don't decapitate them, if they're going to get back up again. As for the gun, my only pro tip is there is a better gun very early on. And he's got a shield. That's good. It's not that hard to get, and that one's a lot better for actually trying to do some damage. Just the one you
And
got
this
is like,
why
I think it's like if you
play
looked
Resident Evil games.
at you had fun watching him go through Resident Evil 1. But I think if you look at the description of your first gun, it was like, this is for self-defense.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, it feels like it. But the second you get like that second gun, which is just like, it's not along the main path, and it's not hidden. It's just like, it's in a room that you're like, I didn't look around in this room because it's kind of infested with a bunch of things. But it's like, no, if you look around there, you get that gun. And I was like, okay, this gun can kill something. Good. And I put the other gun in the box and just left it there.
This is read. In perimeter, retrieve a new Cal employee ID from a tick-infested building in columns. Use the nearby terminal to download the employee's data. Oh, so maybe there's a terminal that I'm missing.
Yeah, you didn't check that tick-infested building. You just ran through it. That was fine.
Well, no, I can't get into the infested building.
No, that one that there was like a bunch of nests, and you were like, you know what, we're gonna
No,
leave.
that's the wall. That's a different area. What's my loadout? I need to put this stuff away.
You have stats too. That's really funny. Yeah. Agility affects your jump height. Like, okay, okay, bro.
Signal jammer, I don't need. Self-revive.
Kind of nice. Depends if you think you're gonna need it.
I'll keep it away. Okay, and then I'll pull out more ammo. Do I need more than 80? Probably.
No, you're good. The 80s good fine.
What do we got here?
Defeat a hostile affected by EMP reduces the cooldown of your next battery overcharge.
I'm gonna sell that. I don't think I need that.
Critical health, your heat capacity is increased.
Nah.
Okay.
I don't see that as a good upgrade. And what is it? It pays you a few credits. Okay.
And also having it was so funny too because like I haven't played 7 or 8 for Resident Evil, but I did, as you heard about earlier, finish going through the RE4 remake, and then I played 9. I was just like, this is absolutely just the evolution of what you were doing in 4. Whenever we do get around to it, I was telling a bunch of people because it's Resident Evil fever right now. They're like, "Oh man, you're kind of getting into Resident Evil kind of thing, Xmas? Dude, you should play 6." I'm like, I will only play 6 if we play 6. I will never play 6 by myself. I don't have any urge to play 6 by myself.
Okay. Let me tell you.
Oh boy.
6 has a Leon campaign.
No, I know about 6.
Okay.
I know about 6. The 3 different campaigns.
4.
Regardless.
4 different campaigns.
I know about it. That's why I'm saying I will never play 6 unless I'm playing it with a friend.
6, you need to. So the problem, I think the biggest.
Problem with 6.
No.
Here we
Is
go.
that the one you kept trying to get me to play Snark?
Yes, it is, Rock Girl. All right, so I need this.
Okay, we'll go to the column again. Hug the wall or try to stay low and slow.
Let me get. Okay. One of the. There are many problems with Resident Evil 6.
Your presence may trigger immediate UESC reinforcements.
It's not as dire as. I ran out of fucking speed. Damn it. It's not as dire as some people would like to make you think it is. Resident Evil 6 is a pretty decent game.
I don't believe it's ass. It's just like what I would get out of a Resident Evil game. I don't think I'm gonna get out of 6.
It is
so I'm trying to compensate it by goofing off with somebody.
It is Resident Evil directed by Michael Bay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that I've seen,
which pissed off a lot of people.
My friend who was the biggest Resident Evil fan that I knew at the time, I watched him pick up 6. He brought it to my house and he played it at my house, and I watched the look on his face when it started draining for the life out of it. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, man, 5 wasn't that bad, but like 6, what the hell were they thinking?
5 was actually really good.
No, 5 has gotten a lot better praise, but like at the time when 5 happened, nobody liked 5.
No, and I
Nice dodge.
Where's the ticks?
Attacking you. That's all. I'd play 5 easily, but like rumors abound that it's gonna be like Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1, and Resident Evil 5 are all in the cards, and then Code Veronica. And I was like, that's so many things that could just be remade at this point. It's nuts.
Oh, the feds are
There
here.
they- Oh, you are so screwed.
Run away.
Super
Run
sprint,
the
run,
fuck
run,
away.
run. See, I would like an extraction shooter like this if it was like...
I didn't bring myself revive.
Yeah, no. If it was like they had the Borderlands thing where you could just come back at least once if you killed something when you went down. If they had that, I think it'd be crazy.
that would be.
I'm sure that'd be OP, but I think it would just be more engaging. Then you go down from something you didn't see.
I could honestly see that being an upgrade that you because all right. So all these factions. Wait, I've been skipping it because I haven't. But all the factions, the only one I have unlocked is this one. This is why I'm trying to go to that place to unlock New Cal. But each faction gives you upgrades that you can have. So I could see that being an upgrade later on, like a level 3 upgrade with New Cal or fucking Arachne.
Genetics.
Yeah, Jeanette, Sekaguchi. I could see that being an upgrade. Is like, hey, kill something and get a revive once, or upgrade that again to like maximum twice by yourself. This is your self revive. Early on, I can see why they didn't do that. But no, I could see that being a decent upgrade.
Yeah, no, it would just be more engaging because, like, just speaking from experience. But yeah, no, if we ever get around to it, I definitely would like to play 6.
I am definitely down to play 6.
I would love to play 5 as well,
thing-
but I want to see if they're going to
So-
actually whip out the 5 remake or not.
I don't think 5 is going to be next.
I don't think it's going to be next, but I think it's just in the cards.
I
is what
think
mean.
it is more likely to be Code Veronica or 1 that we see next.
I think from what I was hearing about the leak, Code Veronica is already 3 years in development, and they just
But
started
I
making
think
the
with
one.
how weird Code Veronica is, I think they're realizing this. We can't do another 3. We don't want to do another remake like 3 because that was received very poorly and made people doubt Resident Evil 4 remake, which is the last thing they want to do again.
Yeah.
So I think they're taking their time and changing because honestly, of all the Resident Evils that need the most changes, Veronica needs a lot of changes. There are a lot of problems with Veronica of just how it's paced, of how the area is set up that do not play very well in modern. If you're going to remake them in the guise of 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
5 is very straightforward. 6 is even more straightforward. 0 and Code Veronica, though, I think you need to just like take your time and just remake the whole thing from the ground up. I think having the blueprint or the outline of how to do a remake of 2 and 4 gives you a good spot for remaking 1 because 1 is actually fairly short in comparison.
Yeah. I was also kind of excited for the Resident Evil 0 remake if they're going to do that one too, because I hadn't played 0. I didn't remember about the whole dual protagonist thing where you just press a button and you swap to the other guy. And that also just made it so you can play 2 players as well.
If they're doing that, I would wonder if they're going to what lessons they're going to take from Requiem in a 0 remake.
Yeah, no, whatever they're going to do, it's going to be crazy.
Alert.
Alright, fuck it. We're just gonna
Biohazardous
station.
contaminants have been detected in perimeter. Proceed with caution.
But it's definitely going to be interesting to see what they do. And they're definitely in a good spot right now to just remake some stuff now that they got the newest game out. I'm sure there's going to be DLC for this because there was DLC for Village. There was DLC
Well, I mean,
for...
they definitely need to bring in Mercenaries mode,
Oh, yeah.
which
People are-
that's coming. I would honestly be surprised if we get to holiday of this year and there's no Mercenaries mode in Requiem.
Yeah. It'd be... I was about to say, is that you? Yeah, no, some other people like talk with about it online where we're just like, man, I cannot believe you don't have a freaking mercenaries mode with this gameplay. And I was like, yeah, it'd go pretty hard. It's up to you if you want to go outside.
Also, this guy doesn't have a double jump, but his double jump
Double
boosts
sprint.
him straight forward.
Yeah, double boost.
That
Firefight
is
broke out.
Something. Let them do that.
You're right. It is crazy fun. I almost want to boot up 4 though. I almost want to boot up 4 and see how much the Ada DLC is. Maybe try that out. Ready. Ready. Nope, you should be grabbing stuff. Fighting. I was trying to tell somebody else about it. I was like, having gone through Requiem, I was like, this is not a 10. I think it's an 8. If RE4 remake is a 9, this has to be an 8. But there is an argument to be had that they're both 9s. They're both 9s in their own way. That is 2 guys with a shield. But I know at the
Ready?
yep, super sprint. Okay, no, maybe super sprinting. But at the end of the day, there was just so many great things about both games. But like, I'm still remembering the shit I was doing in RE4, and it's been like 3 months now.
Yeah. The RE4 remake is fantastic.
RE4 is great.
But
Remake
people
is
also
great.
forget RE4 remake also didn't shit with a mercenaries. So just take time.
Yeah.
It is coming. Like, that is a mode that is so popular that in nearly every single.
I think starting with 4, they started doing it.
Yeah, they started with 4. I don't think 8 or 7 got a.
Yeah, because those weren't combat focused. But it's
8 was very combat focused.
well, I meant like flat. I don't remember Ethan doing anything flashy. I think is what I mean.
8 is essentially a first-person RE4.
Those are words that you shouldn't be saying. That's a shield. You better just shoot it into yours because you don't got no shield left.
Have anything to recharge your shields?
Yeah, I think you just picked up. Oh, it's completed. Oh no, it does. Yeah.
All right, so those things you have to use in your inventory because they're the things that technically get sold at the end of a. I need light rounds as soon as I can. There's some light rounds. Okay, where are exfils? They're not on 10 seconds. Go back there, where all the feds are.
I mean, how long can they be fighting? They either killed the
20 minutes remain.
they either killed all the players or the players killed all the feds.
There's my exfil right there. I'm gonna hang around this area for a little bit. So I don't know if they do this. I would be surprised if they don't do this in Outbreakers. The longer you're in this match, now granted, you're time locked, but the longer you stay in the match, closer to the cutoff point, the better your loot actually starts appearing.
Okay.
So there is a reason to not just spawn in, wait the 3 minutes for your exfils to come online, and then bolt. Like, there is actually sense to come in, stay for almost the full 30 minutes, and then get out.
Yeah, I I was just in too much danger to test that theory, so I couldn't play it. I was happy enough if I was able to make it to the extraction point at all. I never questioned it. Other than that, I grabbed the newest WoW expansion. Already, 9 happened before the weekend, and then in the middle of the weekend, the WoW expansion drops. So, shit! I wasn't able to get through Requiem before that drop, but the new expansion's pretty good. I got a bad feeling about this. Use your shield. There you go.
Get fucked.
Alright, HP, heal.
That's it coming.
Heal.
Oh, I don't have a lot of bullets left.
Okay. Oh my god, that's so much shit. Bullets,
Heavy rounds, wrong rounds.
big gun.
It's using the same shit that I have. That's all I can
There you go. It's the same gun too, so if you run out of ammo, just switch to the other gun.
44 bullets in that one. Yep, yeah, it's right over here. That's...
Yep. You should have checked. You should have checked before rushing in there.
Yeah.
Rushing in all headstrong. Didn't even check his 6 or his
Technically,
9.
that wasn't even my 6.
He didn't check his 12.
That was straight in front of me.
He didn't check his 12, chat.
Yeah. That is... Marathon is fun as hell.
Cool.
Well, I'm having a good time with it. While there was a big sale, I bought this game, House of Da Vinci 2. I can't play this on stream. It is melting my brain.
Okay.
It's a puzzle game where I lose. On stream, I am losing all cognitive functions. It's cool, though. And then Eternites. I bought this finally. Rock Girl, you know Eternites. It's,
Save the world and find love along the way.
So, it's a character action game mixed with a dating sim
Mm-hmm.
in a groundhog time loop.
Mm-hmm.
Apocalypse dating.
Yeah. And I believe all 4 of those characters you can date. So they cover all spectrums. You got your long hair, you got your bright hair, you got your long, short hair, and you got your guy.
Yeah, okay. You played it for an hour, apparently.
They had a one of those trial things. So I downloaded that. It was actually really fun. And it was very funny getting into shenanigans. But yeah.
It's really funny when you play those games and you're actually in the mood for it. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, you haven't played a lot since I showed up. I still see Turok 1 and 2 up there.
Yeah. And then the
A little more Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame 2 demo. It's Fatal Frame 2. I don't want it.
Fatal Frame 2. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's only 9, so what do you want to feel like?
Yeah,
playing?
I also work at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. So we're done? Man,
We're not going to record anything, Kevin.
I'm just saying, we can just do a little more Turok, too. I mean, ride that dinosaur with the rocket strapped to it like you wanted.
Yeah, I'm not loading up Turok 2 tonight. Kevin.
And it's time to get scared again and go back to the hospital.
Back up. No. Rude. Kevin, off. I will eventually get back to Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah, last time I played it was today's Saturday. Would have been Monday. No. I played this Wednesday. Yeah, because bought it Tuesday, played it Wednesday.
For some reason, I was looking at Resident Evil Requiem, but also just like side-eyeing Turok 2, and I was like, what if Adala, or whatever her name was in Turok 2, was just like the announcer for when you're doing stuff in Resident Evil 9. You know, when you're walking around, just like, green herb,
Yeah.
empty bottle. You're just like, I'm trying to focus. Pistol.
So, I have heard, so you can change the perspective if you don't like first person, you can change it to for third person. I've heard that if you play it for the first time with Grace and stuff, like Leon, do whatever you want. His sections are definitely meant for third person though. I've heard that Grace is low, like your first time playing through, you should play it first person. You should keep it in first person. But third person, they says like that is the way that they play it. I was listening to the Cal Super Beast, and Pat from that has already been in the game like 5 times.
Yeah.
He's also has played every single Resident Evil game multiple times. And he was doing speed runs of it. He said that his second time around, he played all of Grace. He played the whole thing in just third person. It's like, it doesn't want he's not a fan of the first person stuff, but he tried hers in third person. He's like, this is the prettiest, like when you get the lighter as her light source, like that is like legitimately some of the most beautiful rendering he's seen as light coming through a character's hair. That looks good. It doesn't look grainy. Doesn't look. And he's playing on PC, so he's got like a 4090, so he can crank that shit out of it. But he's like, this is legitimately like, wow. And it's like, and they don't. It's like you don't see any of that when you play in first person.
Yeah, you don't see any of that. I definitely recommend what they were saying. Do it first person and third person, and then if you want to be spicy on your second run, do third person and then first person. But no, when I was doing the speed run earlier, I was like, no, let me just turn on a third person. That way I can see her running and all that jazz. Because as you expect in a speed run, I am just sprinting.
Yep.
Trying to shove people as best I can and just sprinting. It's really funny, though, because I'm thinking about playing when I was playing Resident Evil 2, and I was like, I was walking around because I was scared, and, lickers could hear you coming into, so you got to be like, if you walk around, you're good. And it's like, Grace's run speed is not as fast as Leon or Claire's in Resident Evil 2. You are not running. When you're telling Grace to sprint, she is just, like, not sprinting.
So, Pat, again, was comparing, because he was going deep dive into it, is like, when you're it doesn't matter if you're first person or third person, there is no change to her speed.
Mm-hmm.
But in first person, you're just moving along in a first person camera. It's like, okay, yeah. In third person, she looks like she's about to fall over when she goes near anything. She is so terrified. And the other thing he was commenting on was like the voice actor that they got for Grace is really, really good. Like, there is no qualm about, it's like, oh, this is like Ada Wong. They just can't cast females. Like, no. The person that's voicing Grace is really good. Perhaps too good. Because he had multiple people saying this. It was like, because when she is stuttering and terrified, she does it so well that you start feeling more terrified than you should. Because it's like, she does a fantastic job of portraying someone in that kind of situation where you're like, I am having the worst day. I am terrified. I'm not screaming and like shouting unless I am. But it's like, I can't get my words out. I'm so terrified at what's happening.
Yeah, she keeps doing that for the vast majority of the game. It was probably right when you start the hospital scene or right when you escape the whatever chick and
Kevin, stop it.
And then
It's annoying as hell.
Leon saves you or whatnot. But I was like, I told some people when I was initially playing it last week, I was like, that whole intro spot where they were like, this is your protagonist, working at the FBI, mess, barely looks like she knows what she's doing, tries to go talk to a police officer, stuttering, can't even remember that she's supposed to flash her badge to let him know that she's not a civilian.
Yeah.
All that stuff, I was like, oh, this baby girl just doesn't need to be in this situation.
Where am I?
That was pretty fast. Shit. Yep, you're in the initial save room in the main hall.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, and you went to go check out the...
Yeah, so I went through rehabilitation.
Yeah, that's
got locked, and then...
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah. And you went to the medication room, and you...
Yep, that's got a security thing.
Yeah.
I found the girl behind the glass pane. That hasn't made it out. By the way, Rocco, if you're confused, I played more, and that is another episode I need to put out. But yeah.
Now I forgot what I was saying.
One thing that annoys the hell out of me. I know it shouldn't, but there's no way to force it into performance mode.
Not on PS5 then?
Not on PS5, because I'm thinking like, okay, it would probably be in graphics. I can either turn to HDR or adjust my motion blur. That's it.
That's weird.
This is all of the...
I guess they were just saying PS5 can handle this. Like,
Yeah,
have you had any choppy sections?
I haven't played much of it, but it doesn't feel like I've dropped any frames. It doesn't feel like I've really hit below 60 at all that I can remember.
When I initially got to the hospital section where you're let loose as Grace, and I was running between the next section you got to do with like East and West Wing, it chugged at certain points. So that's why I had to go into the graphics setting, which is a lot more detail on PC. And I was like, what am I turning off? What am I turning down? Like, I had to pick a couple things, and then it stayed locked at like 30 or 40. It never dipped after that when I turned off a couple things. Yeah, a lot of good HUD stuff for it. No, what I was saying was, by the time you do the first initial hospital thing with Grace and all that stuff, I was like, I had bad expectations for Grace, because I was like, she's gonna be a quivering, can't do anything at all to save her life, and is gonna be a liability this whole time. It's just gonna be such a pain in the ass to play as her. And then it was like, wakes up in a hospital thing, screwed upside down, and she was just like, the fuck is going on? Okay, no, I think I got this. I was like, okay, so you have some training here.
She's capable.
And there was a couple moments at the very beginning that I was just like, okay, you know what you're doing, Grace.
She knows what she's doing. She's not.
You definitely are an introvert and you don't want to be outside.
But
I'm glad you know what to do when you get outside.
So, there was a meme, and it was showing something from Leon in Resident Evil 4. Goes up to door, has a puzzle. I'm like, okay, gotta twist this, twist that. Leon in Resident Evil Requiem takes axe, shoves into door, smashes it open. Is like, I ain't got time for this shit.
No, it's
like Leon's old and he's tired.
Old, tired, and very buff. I saw another meme where it was just like, it was just like somebody drew it out, and it was just like Leon has jacket on or whatever, hands Requiem to Grace, and she's just like, ugh, because it's fucking heavy, whatever. And then it's like, because they're like fighting something, whatever. Then he just takes off the jacket, flexes a little bit, and just starts walking off. And Grace is like, hello? I was like, Grace, calm down.
There are a lot of people that need to calm down when they're playing the Leon section.
She's a lot more capable than I thought, and having played through the game, I was like, okay, she is nervous, she is stuttering, she is scared. I'll give it that. I think it's really cool when you're like in first person mode or whatever. It didn't dawn on me because I wasn't trying to pay attention, because I was trying to like, deal with the situation. Mm-hmm. But like, you'll know when Grace is scared, or if you're handling it well enough, because it's like, oh, zombies coming at you, whatever, and you have enough of a heads up, whatever, and she's just like, gun. But if you're getting beat up and all this stuff and you're trying to hide or whatever,
yeah,
you'll see the thing just like freaking the fuck out, and she's scared, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
And she is like jittering like a jitterbug, which is really, really good. No, it's really fucking, it's really good. Really good.
No, I'm looking forward to spending more time with it and getting through it. How long would I've heard it's 11 hours game time, about 20 hours, because apparently like it has an in-game timer, but that doesn't count any resets you have to do if you fail, and it doesn't count cutscenes, and it doesn't count loading times. So it was like real time. The guy played it in like his first playthrough. He said was about 20 hours. Game said 11. So how in real time, how much do you think you spent on your first playthrough?
I would probably say it was about 20 because when I got to the end, it was about 11.
Okay.
Is what they told me. So it's probably about 20 because like I played it when it first came out last Thursday, and I played it again the next night. I was just chipping away at it, like a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Yeah, no, the final gameplay timer was about 11 hours. Final gameplay timer was about 11 hours. And the cutscenes were good. They were like none of them were like too overly long.
Mm-hmm.
They were like the right amount of long, to be honest.
Yeah.
They didn't overstay their welcome. And I liked all the characters that were in it too. They were all really good. Liked all the people that you run into and people you run into and stuff like that. The flow was good, even though it just like again you got to do the back and forth thing, but it's just like it works. It works a lot better than a lot of other things that were just completely like, what the were they thinking? This is just too much weirdness going on.
So for Resident Evil games that I need to finish Revelations on the channel. I do have a midway LP of that still. So I need to finish Resident Evil Revelations, then Revelations 2. If they're remaking Resident Evil, I'm just like, we'll just do it when it comes out.
You already played it, so
Yeah.
you might as well just wait.
I'm torn because like, do we do the original?
You still want to do that plan that we were having?
Do the original, or do I just say we're just gonna go straight Resident Evil 2? Because if we do the original Resident Evil 2, that means that I would say we also do that same with Resident Evil 3. And then the same with Resident Evil 4 and 4 Remake.
I don't know.
Then we don't have to worry about Reverse or Resistance.
I could.
I don't think those are live anymore.
I could see us playing Resident Evil 2. I did watch the Game Grumps recently try to play through Resident Evil 2.
Pretty sure Resident Evil 2 is on the
PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus.
I watched the Game Grumps go through Resident Evil 2 actually, like not that long ago. Leon A story, but I was like, as I was watching them, I talked to another friend who's also a big Resident Evil fan. I was like, I would really much rather just play the remake because watching the original, it's like tank control stuff like that. Like you were having frustrating thing. I have no problem with any of that.
You would be going through the originals.
That watching them play Resident Evil 2, I was like, dude, when you show up in the RPD or even outside the RPD, for some reason they're like, here is 7 bullets and 13 zombies in this room. I was like, are you shitting me?
You just gotta run.
And it was like, oh, what they had to do to get past them, and it's RNG, is when you get grabbed. He got lucky and was able to get grabbed and had let me shove the zombies off of me into the other zombies. There was no way to control that.
Yeah.
So he just kept dying from that over and over until he got the thing. And I was like, that's ass. That is absolutely ass.
Yeah.
They were losing their minds when they were playing. And I was like, I can understand. It's just fucking ass.
Okay.
So I wouldn't mind doing the 2 remake. I mean, I wouldn't be upset about doing regular 2, but we are going to fucking struggle.
Regular 2, the only saving grace is that it does have a PS5 version, which means you can rewind it. So
That would be interesting.
we could blast through Resident Evil 2.
Could be. I also found it really funny again that
And
they
then the
went.
same with Resident Evil 3. We could just blast through that.
Yeah, I did find it absolutely funny though that I definitely will say for a fact that I like how the story is in RE2 remake. Having just seen them go through the story in regular RE2, I was like, oh, they redid the story for remake. Oh my god, none of this shit is what it was. It was like why Ada's there in RE2 is completely different.
Yep.
Remake is completely different than the original. I didn't play the original Revelations, but I did play Revelations 2 because you could play as Barry.
That was a side story.
I don't No, it was like you could play as
No,
Barry,
you,
or you could
you play as Claire
and Barry.
There's 2 stories.
No, it's a dual protagonist. It's Claire and Barry. If you're playing as Claire, you hang out with Barry's daughter. If you're playing as Barry, you hang out with small daughter. That's what that is.
But it's 2 stories. Like, it's not like, oh, this is Leon A, Leon B, Claire A, Claire B. This is Claire's story, Barry's story for Revelations 2. They almost never intersect.
Yeah, but they're happening at the same time, though. Because you're doing other
Yes,
stuff.
technically. But it might as well just be like the same thing as saying like, oh, well, this is Ada Wong separate ways in Resident Evil 4. It's like, yeah, technically they're at the same time, but they do completely have almost nothing to do with each other.
No, I know, but like all I was saying was that that's one of the reasons why I played Resident Evil 2, because it was like one of the main characters is Barry, and I was like, okay, and might not hit a chord with you, but the voice actor they chose for Barry, not in Resident Evil 1, obviously, because whatever voice actors. The voice actor they got for Barry's comeback in Resident Evil 2 Revelations is actually Michael McConaughey, not to be confused with Matthew McConaughey. Michael McConaughey, I love the shit out of. He plays Uther the Lightbringer in the Warcraft games. When I heard him, I was like, he doesn't get a lot of roles.
Mm-hmm.
So when he showed up and he was just like, I'm looking for my daughter, and I was just like, excuse me, what are you doing here?
I always forget that Revelations 2 was episodic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I grabbed it. I grabbed it after, because like there was just a compilation right after it happened where it was like, oh, here's the thing, and I was like, cool. But yeah, no, it's like you just played through the game, and after all of a sudden it just goes, to be continued, or whatever the next episode. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
For what I played from Revelations 2, though, I mean, it was a Resident Evil game. I don't remember the plot about it at all, but it was like gameplay wise, I was like, this is what I expect from a Resident Evil game.
Mm-hmm.
Barry's got the Magnum, so you know.
So, all right, here's my plan for the Resident Evil on the channel. Is that I would like to go through it. I'm already doing Resident Evil Requiem solo, so if you want to pop in every now and then, if it matches up, great. I'm just gonna do it solo.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
Yeah,
just play the game.
2, I would like to do the OG and then go straight from OG into 2 remake.
Oh, you want to do 2 and then 2 remake.
2 and then 2 remake. Have both on the channel.
Oof.
But
Okay.
2 OG, because we have the rewind, I am going to say I'm going to have a tablet open with the walkthrough. You're going to be handling the tank controls because that's going to be so much easier with your brain doing that. And we're just going to be like, what's this puzzle? This. Just blast through.
Yeah, no, we could do that.
And then
it's definitely like, because you saw what you were doing in the original 1 or the remake of 1 and stuff like that. That's pretty much 1-to-1 with a few added extra things in there. The puzzles are adequately weird in the sequel to
yeah, so I think we'll do that, and then with the remake 2, we could do. I play as one character, you play as the other character.
Yeah, I believe you floated me being Leon, but I was like, it's okay if you want to play as Leon, it's fine. It's like I'd rather you play as Leon because, like, no offense, whether it's misogynistic or not, like Leon's campaign is harder. I'd rather you just play that. Because like I told you, because we played through. No, you said you played through Leon, but you haven't played through Claire.
I've only played Leon A.
I've already told you, and it was like, oh, Mr. X shows up in Claire's thing for fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But Leon has to deal with that the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. When I was playing, because I played through Leon A and then I did Claire B, and it was like, the fact that he shows up and then that's just it. He chases you down a hallway, and then that's it. I was like,
I've played
Leon. Oh my god!
I've played so little Claire B. I don't think I even met. I think I got to the point right before Mr. X is supposed to come out. Which is nothing. Like, I don't think I've even gone into the first boss fight for Claire B.
Yeah.
But then moving on after we finish
2, then we'll
all right,
do.
For OG RE2, I do not expect us. I expect one run through. I don't expect Leon and Claire run through. Just one run through, just real fast. Unless it turns out like
unless we're really fast.
We smashed Resident Evil 2 OG in
1 session,
3 hours. Just like keep it running. Go to Claire because Claire can't be that much harder or longer anyway.
It would be.
But I'm fully going. It's like this is I'm treating it like this is gonna be like Resident Evil 1 when we stream that. It is I play as Jill and I don't give a shit about playing as Chris.
No, it's fine. I'll just have to keep that in mind when we're playing through Resident Evil 2 because there is those moments where it's like you don't just get to pick Leon A and it's self-contained, sort of, and then there's Claire B and it's self-contained. If you do the original one, they do have that thing where it's like, I open up locker. Which one do I pick?
Yeah.
I open up locker again. Do I take the other one? Because the other character? Yeah. I'll just keep that in mind. Because I watched the Game Growth play it, and they were just like, give me all this stuff. And I was like, I'm assuming they're not going to play
If we go through it, I am expecting a single playthrough or a single run, not a dual run.
Yeah, I can't remember if they have the true ending still like that. Because I want to say they did.
A dual run though, I do want to do with RE2 remake, and then when we get to RE3 again, pass you the control for OG RE3. That'll be a lot longer than remake RE3. I haven't even finished RE3 remake. I got to the labs and just said,
That's enough.
I got sidetracked. I enjoyed my time with RE3. But that was me not knowing anything of the OG remake.
Yeah.
And then when we get to 4, you're sitting down and playing 4 OG.
I've already played 4 OG. When we get to 4, it's like they're so similar. I'd rather just watch you go through 4 remake, to be honest. Because it's like when it gets to that point, it's not that different.
If we're doing OG versions of 2 and 3, why not do a quick run of OG 4?
Because the difference between 2 and 2 is massive. The difference between 3 and 3 also massive. The difference between 4 and 4, they literally had that thing where they're like, we just have to make 4 pretty and play well. They didn't change anything.
I am of the mind that 4 remake is very different than 4 OG.
I think it's like the only thing I remember hearing about it was like it's a little bit less open world for OG4.
Here's what I've heard. Or this is what I've heard, and this is from personal experience. 2 to 2 remake. 2 remake smashes 2 OG out of the water, unless you're a hardcore and diehard fan with nostalgia. 3 remake, don't even bother, just do 3 original. 4 is these do not replace each other at all. They are solid entries by themselves. Both should be played still.
I think it's like the only thing that I remember is that the maps are a bit smaller because they wanted to inflate it, and it's not even like as bad as like Silent Hill 2 where they had to stretch that shit out. For 4 OG 4 remake, they just stretched that out a little bit, and obviously the translation, the script is very different. Leon is different in 4 remake than he is in 4 OG. I mean, we could do it. I was telling another friend, I was so stressed over the weekend doing all that work that I had to do at my job. It's like I kept thinking of that line that he says to Salazar or whatever, we're halfway through when he tries to kidnap Ashley. He was like, "Oh, give us the girl." "No thanks, bro." Yeah. I kept telling that to customers where they were just like, "Man, do we have this thing? Can you go in the back and check?" "No thanks, bro." Yeah.
So after we do 3, I would say we can do a side thing into Code Veronica of 3 remake. We can do a side thing into Code Veronica, or we can go straight into RE4. But if we do Code Veronica, again, it's tank controls. It is on you. Yeah, if we touch Zero, it is again on you.
At least Zero already has the RE1 remake style thing from what I've seen. They did it. They made it look like
Zero on here, right?
They made it look like what we can play right now. That is the Resident Evil 1 remake, but it's Zero because
Oh, it's not on. Okay, well, hey, $20.
Yeah, it's like HD version of Zero. It's just what they did for Resident Evil 1. Yeah, see, it's just that.
Yeah,
it looks like that.
Same engine. It looks like.
Yeah, they actually gave the Rebecca model because I mentioned it when you were going through 1. When you're Jill, you're running into Barry all the time and some of the other guys to help you do stuff. When you're Chris, you are by yourself until Rebecca shows up and she goes, "Oh, Chris, you can't figure out how to do this thing. Hold on, let me help you out here, big dumb jock." But they gave him the Rebecca model that they were using when they were making the Zero remake.
Yeah. And then after 4, we of course hit 5 co-op. Great times because 5 isn't broken if you play it in co-op. because
AI is hard to program, man.
if you play the original PS3 or Xbox 360 version of 5, it's not broken. It's on the remakes or the remasters that they broke the AI, and there is literally a boss fight that if you're playing solo, it soft locks you.
Ew.
It is multiple boss fights, actually, now that I remember. Because I played through 5. It is multiple boss fights that it soft locks you. And it is whenever... There's one where you can get lucky. You played 5, right?
I've seen 5.
Okay. So you know the weird... The monster that has to be killed with fire. You know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You can either lock him in a room. That one can get soft locked, but you can get around it by timing. The AI is terrible in that. The second time you encounter that thing where you have to have someone flamethrower him, the flamethrower damage is calculated differently on the PS4 version because it's locked at 60 frames a second. So the damage was tied to the original 30 frames a second.
So you deal half damage then?
Yes.
Ew.
So you can never... And the flamethrower doesn't stagger that enemy.
And it has ammo.
And it costs ammo. So the only way to... Even in co-op, the only way to get around that is to just drop all your weapons, buy an RPG, and blast him. Because the RPG is still... one hit, one kill.
Okay.
And that is the only time that happens, but it's like, unless you have broken New Game Plus weapons, this boss fight is just broken. And it is like, why they haven't updated is like, hey, it's Resident Evil 5, so who gives a shit? But also B is like, guys, what the fuck?
Like, nobody could just go in the code real quick and tweak some
Just
numbers?
just make the flamethrower that you only get for that section. Just give it like quadruple damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 5, we'll run through 6. And then we'll run through 6 again. And we'll run through 6 again. And we'll run through 6 for the fourth time.
From what I hear,
Because you have the Leon story, you have the Chris story, you have the Wesker story, and then you have the Ada story that everyone forgets about.
such a stupid fucking game. From what I hear, it's actually like the story is structured like Sonic Adventure 1.
Leon's the best.
No. It's structured like Sonic Adventure 1, whereas as you're not doing like Leon A or whatever. It's like all the stories happen. They're just happening everywhere until they converge into the thing.
It is everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah, no, they do that in Sonic Adventure 1 because you have a bunch of playable characters where it's like you do all these things. It's not, oh, you're doing the whole plot is whatever. It's like, no, you're doing their part of the story. Their part of the story until it all converges.
I'm curious, how much have you seen of Resident Evil 6?
I've seen a lot about Resident Evil 6.
Have you seen China?
Yes, I know about the China thing.
Have you seen one of the ending bosses that might do a flip? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's been a while since I remembered.
Then I'm not spoiling it, cause it.
I know what I do. What I do know is the. It's like what I remember about 6 was like this was supposed to be their like celebration game. All the characters are here. We're all dealing with this thing. Everybody you know and all this stuff like
bombastic.
that. Everybody's here, kind of thing. But it's like everybody's here. They all got to have a stake in it. That Ada plot makes you very uncomfortable. Ada's involvement in this whole thing. I was like,
all right.
Because I remember it made me very uncomfortable, and then when they brought it back around for RE2 remake, and they were like, "Here's Ada, she's redone. Here's Ada." And everybody's like, "Thank God, we're getting actual Ada Wong."
You know the biggest meme in RE5, right? About Chris punching the boulder. They top that in RE6.
I'm sure they try to top it. Yeah.
No. They don't try. They top it, and they top it like 3 times. And the problem is that they attempt it like 9 times, and 4 of those times are back to back to back to back.
That's really silly. I think I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember somebody reading it. But
All I
know
will
what-
say, life finds a way, and if you understand, you understand.
Yeah, but no, that Ada plot line makes me very fucking uncomfortable. Yeah.
So after 6, then we'll run through 7, and then, which I've never beat. And then after 7, we'll run through 8, which I've barely played. I've seen a bit of 8, but I've never actually gone through a full playthrough of 8. And then 9 will already be on the channel. And then we'll just go through whatever remakes there are. So that is the next 4 years of LP at this rate.
Like that, just put it on the list. That's the order we'll go through whenever we get to it, because we still got to go through Wind Waker. You still got to go through Beyond. You still got to go through Dread. We still got other games, but you know, it's when we gotta switch it off and play some Resident Evil. We got a plan now, so that's good. That's good. You know, I think it's a solid plan. Yeah, just you got the walkthrough for 2. I got a rewind functionality. That way I could just be ballsy. That way I could just be ballsy as shit and just go for stuff. And if it doesn't work, and be like, redo.
Oh, I got grabbed.
Redo.
Oh, I got hit by the boss. Just redo.
Redo.
Just run it like a dozen times until it's like, well, I don't know what button combinations I hit in the specific timing there, but it worked.
Yeah, this isn't what we were doing. What I keep making him do with anything that I make him play on the freaking Switch emulators and stuff like that. Where it's like, not Plague 2 to get the full experience.
No, we are not
as intended. We are playing it to play it.
Technically perfect every single boss first time.
Like we don't need the OG 2 experience. All right, we're not gonna do that. If we're gonna play it, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm excited for it. It'd be interesting. It's fucking so crazy how so different it is from 2 remake, but also very similar.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy. Because if I remember correctly, like the whole Mr. X thing in the original 2 was like it was such a small part. It's just a small part where he shows up for not even 2 minutes or something like that. And then it was like the RE2 remake. They're like, nah, what if he just walked around everywhere? What if we just walked around everywhere? But yeah, no, we still got to get through Wind Waker, Beyond, and Dread and stuff like that. So we got shit to do.
All right, so back to some gaming news. Did you hear the terrible news out of Tencent? Or no, not Tencent, NetEase. Concerning Gang of Dragon.
Oh, no, I didn't hear. What happened?
So NetEase is footing quite a bit of the bill for Gang of Dragon. And they're pulling out. So that game has lost majority of its funding.
Hold on, let me do the Shaq reaction meme.
Yeah. And that's because when they asked how development was going, the guy that was making it said, yeah, we need another $44 million to finish this game. And they're just like, no. So the better Yakuza game is not coming at all.
Did they announce?
Unless they take the Saudi money, I don't know.
Did they announce that they're not making the game anymore?
They haven't officially closed studio or development, but unless they're willing to drastically scale back, which I think they should have done anyway, at shooting off like, hey, let's establish ourselves and make sure that we still have the sauce, and it's not just this guy saying, well, I was technically on the team that made Dead
Dude
Space, and
went
I
too
made the
high on his
Callisto
ask,
Protocol.
and they weren't willing to even counter.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, they literally said, yo, I'm going to need another 50 mil, boss. And the boss just said, there's the door.
Like, wait, that was the haggling part. We're supposed to haggle. It's like, nope.
I think it's because he's trying with too many big name actors, and I think he got used to the budget that Sega was willing to give him, but also Sega had a lot of technical debt already built into place. Where it's like, we already have the assets for this, we already have the team, we already have the structure, and he is like, oh, I have to build all this stuff again. And he has like no backlog of that stuff. And again, he's not getting no one. He's not making original character. He is face scanning actors and shooting. He's basically saying like, I think I'm like the next Hideo Kojima.
Okay, guy. No,
And like the only reason Kojima made Death Stranding and got given the and the green light for Death Stranding 2 is because someone at Sony was like, "Yo, I really like Kojima."
I kind of fuck with Kojima. No, it seems like one of those things where it's like, no offense, still not in the games industry, still trying to work my way into the games industry. There's such a thing as called budgeting, and I know you can't plan out exact numbers what you're supposed to be expecting the cost to be because economy shifts, trade shifts, blah 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 blah. If you're this far off from your budgeting expectations, like you didn't budget correctly then. Because if they walked up and said before they made the game, hey, it's going to cost this much, and it ends up costing just like another $5 million more.
Yeah, if
I'm sure they would have
If he
footed.
got given a budget of like, hey, we're gonna give you $10 million to make a game, it's like that's a big chunk of money, and that gets you a certain kind of game. It's not the biggest budget. It's not GTA 6 budget.
Yeah.
It's not The Last of Us Part 2 budget, but it's still a very healthy budget. If you're given a $10 million budget and then you say, hey, we're gonna need like an extra like 5, it's like I could see where there's some negotiation. If you're given a $10 million budget and says, yeah, we need nearly 5 times that original budget to finish this game, you would be you wouldn't even be laughed out the door. You'd be curtly shown the fuck out.
It's one of those things where it's like you could see him walking up to the executive desk, and the guy's behind the desk, and he's probably got like 2 guys.
Just
also
say
that
it's
hear
for
about
AI.
this.
Corporations love saying that they're using it.
Yep. But he walks up, and it's like when he asks for that thing, the guys behind the desk, they don't even like look at each other or say anything. They're just like, and he probably looked down at his desk, and then he's like, I don't need to look over to Hirotaka-san or anything. He's like, he's not gonna give this money. I'm not gonna fucking give. Nope. Get out. They didn't even need to convene about it. They didn't even say, what do you guys think? No, they was just like, no, get out. It's like, so you can talk about it? It's like, no, because we're going to go get lunch now.
Yeah. We're going to go get lunch.
It's not going to cost us $44 million to go get lunch right now.
We're going to go call the accounting and ask how much money we've lost by putting into this project already. Because it's just a wash.
Oh.
So, Gang of Dragon
Not looking
might come out if he wins like 9 lotteries.
Or, you know,
Gets the Saudi money. I don't know.
Get the Saudi money. If NetEase is not funding it, maybe Tencent will swing in there.
I don't think it. I think if anyone comes in, they're saying make a third of the game you want. Like, yes, it's not going to be your masterpiece. Make scale back dramatically.
You are on your own now. You need to make money first before you try to do something big.
If you still want to go forward with this, you have to cut. You have to make a 10th the game you want. We are not funding you for like the next 8 years for you to make nothing.
It's like, sorry, you can't make Death Stranding 1. All right, you need to fucking reel that shit back in. That sucks. Any other gaming news?
That was the biggest one I could remember. What is the other stuff that I starred? South of Midnight is getting the debut. Is debuting on
Okay,
PS5 and
well,
Switch
it's pretty
2.
much 11 and I've got an early-ish morning. Night, guys.
Night Rock Girl.
Night Rock
sleep
Girl.
well.
I'm probably hopping off soon. Anyway, so have a good night, y'all. But yeah, that's all the gaming news I could figure out. So
Okay.